What if your customers are trying to find your business online, but instead of finding you, they find your competitors? Now, more than ever, it's time to make sure you have the right SEO to make your business stand out online. Welcome to Go Mind Your Business with Terry Bork, presented by Extreme Marketing Concepts, putting your business in front of the hungry herd of buyers who are looking for you right now. Extreme Marketing Concepts, helping you drive more traffic, dominate the market, and crush your competition. And now, here's Terry.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Go Mind Your Business on allyourbusinessradio.com. My name is Terry Bork, and today it's my great pleasure to have with me Billy McKissock of Highlander Hard Surface Restoration. Welcome.
Good morning, and thank you for inviting me.
Oh, I'm really excited to have you here today, Billy. Today is an amazing day in Florida. It is definitely fall weather outside for Floridians. I actually had a jacket on this morning because I was a little chilly out, but this is the reason why I totally choose to live here. I'm not sure how the weather is in Scotland at this time of year, which is Billy's home country. He's now a Floridian as well, but I know that the weather is definitely comfortable and great.
Yeah, my blood is nice and thin like Floridians is, and I had to put a jacket on this morning,
Right.
even though if I was in Scotland right now, I'd be wearing more than a jacket, a woolly hat, etc.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, our show today is brought to you by Extreme Marketing Concepts, and Extreme Marketing Concepts helps put your business in front of the hungry herd of buyers who are looking for you right now. And if you've been doing any sort of online marketing and not getting the results in your business that you're looking for, then definitely contacting Extreme Marketing Concepts at 813-863-1452 will help you put your business out there and get recognized and get you some additional clients looking for you today. So I want to share with you a little bit about Billy McKissock, our guest today. Billy McKissock is the owner of Highlander Hard Surface Restoration, LLC, located in Lutz. He has been working with Highlander Restoration for how long now, Billy?
About a year and a half in Florida.
Okay, great. He's married. He's got two great kids. They also have a hamster called Jumpy. He does love dogs, and that's great. I want to talk to you a little bit about really what Highlander Hard Surface Restoration does. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
Essentially, we clean hard surfaces, specialize in tile and grout, ceramic and porcelain, but we also clean other hard surfaces like stone floors, concrete pool decks, and we also clean carpet and upholstery. Okay,
great. And I know that you're serving mostly in the Tampa Bay area. Are you serving anywhere else? Is it just like downtown Tampa? Or are you extending into Lutz, St. Pete?
I'm all over the Tampa Bay area, from Brandon to St. Petersburg to Clearwater to Lutz to Land O'Lakes.
Got it.
I'm all over, so there's no job too small. I'm happy and willing to travel anywhere my customers need me.
Oh, that's terrific. So, I think one of the biggest questions that people have is why would somebody want to have somebody come in to clean their tile or their carpet as of, doing it themselves over having somebody else come in and do it for them?
Well, essentially, it's better to get somebody to come in that knows what they're doing, because if you put the wrong chemicals on your floor, you can seriously damage your floor, and it's not going to be a cleaning job, it's going to be a replacement job. So it makes sense to have a professional come in and clean your floor that knows exactly what they're doing, because we help to take care of airborne bacteria and all the dirt and grease and grime that gets into your floor, both in your tile and in your carpet. And remember, your carpet is a filter as well, so you should have that filter cleaned. We recommend every 6 months to make sure that it helps the airborne quality in your home.
Okay, great. So every
business.
6 months. Okay, great. So every 6 months you're going to come out and you're going to clean the tile and the grout as well as the carpet. The carpet should be done that often as well?
Yes, we recommend it because it keeps it clean. It helps look after it, especially with tile and grout, because if grease gets into your grout lines and it's left there for too long, it'll eventually move its way down to the bottom of the tile and turn acidic, and that can break up the grout line and the base of the tile. With carpet, it's your filter. It filters the air in your home or your business, and you should have that cleaned on a regular basis, like any other filter. You wouldn't think twice about getting your air conditioning filters changed or cleaned or whatever.
Right.
So it's the same with your carpet.
Okay, great. Right, and what? So if I was to rent something from the store, I heard it said before that when you rent from the store, you're really wetting the floor. You're really not treating anything underneath the carpet. You're just wetting it and letting it dry.
Yeah, one of the biggest dangers for cleaning carpet essentially is that you can overwet it, and it's one of the things that we as professional cleaners make sure that we avoid doing. You don't want to overwet a carpet because it can cause problems under the carpet with mildew, etc.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So typically, when you come in, is the carpet going to be wet when you leave? Is it a dry? I don't know the difference. A wet treatment, a dry treatment.
For carpet, it's a similar process to cleaning carpet and cleaning tile. We just use higher pressure for cleaning tile, lower pressure for cleaning carpet. We spray an alkaline solution on the carpet. That helps emulsify the dirt that's in the carpet, and then we use low pressure with heat to rinse and extract it. And within that rinse water, there's what's known as an acid rinse that neutralizes the alkaline you've already put in the carpet to stop attracting further dirt.
Got that. Okay, great. So I want to talk to you a little bit about the types of areas that you like treating. Is it just mainly inside the home that you're treating on the tile and the grout and then the carpet, or are there other areas on a home that can be cleaned as well?
No, in a home, using a residential as an example, I've been to a home and cleaned the driveway.
Oh.
Same home, same day, gone in and cleaned the tile and grout inside the kitchen, gone out the back and cleaned the lanai, and then went further out the back and cleaned the pool deck. I did that for one house in one day.
Right.
So I've been to other residential premises where I've cleaned all the carpet, I've cleaned the tile, I've gone out and done the lanai and the pool deck, and then come back in and sealed the grout lines in the tile. It's not uncommon for me to do that kind of work. And it's the same processes when I'm working in business premises. Like if I'm working in a restaurant, like a Subway I did recently,
Right.
or a Firehouse Subs, which I've done a little while ago, or any business office premises. It's the exact same processes we use for residential customers. We just use slightly different chemicals for the carpets and the commercial side.
Got it. Okay. We're speaking with Billy McKissock of Highlander Hard Surface Restoration. If you have a floor that needs cleaning, give him a call at 813-520-7678. Again, 813-520-7678. I know that you've got some tools that you bring to your job when you're going in to clean. And they look kind of scary, a little bit different from what you see in a Publix, for example. So tell us a little bit about your machine that you're using.
Yeah, the machine I use is a portable machine, so I can take it in with me to any premises. I can take it up the elevator for your high-rise buildings. It uses 1200 psi pressure for cleaning the hard surfaces like tile and grout, and it uses 150 psi with heat for cleaning low pressure. Essentially what I do is I spray a solution down for high pressure, spray it down, and then give it 10 to 15 minutes to do its work. And then I put the high pressure on your floors. It sounds really scary, but it's not, because it vacuum extracts 95% of the water that's on your floor. And then afterwards, when I'm done, what I do is I either dry your floors with a towel or a fibre mop to make sure there's very little water on your floors. For tile and grout, your floors are more or less, you can use them straight away for normal purposes. Your grout lines take a little bit longer to dry, but essentially you can use those floors. For carpet, the floors are still wet. We supply the customers with little booties to wear. We like to think the carpets will be dry between 4 and 8 hours, but to be on the safe side, I always tell customers to don't put anything down in the carpets again until the next day if you can avoid that, just to be safe.
Great. Now, I know that you're also doing some upholstery treatment. I've seen pictures. Billy had a picture of a dog bed that was very filthy. And I know that after he worked his magic, it looked like a brand new piece of furniture. So is that consistent with most pieces? You can just revitalize it, bring it back to life so it looks almost as good as new?
Yeah, but most pieces of upholstery that allow a wet process, you have to read the label, because some labels tell you don't clean with a wet process. But where we can clean with a wet process, again, we use an alkaline solution with low pressure and an acid rinse to neutralize. It's similar to cleaning carpet, but instead of having like a big long wand, you have like a handheld tool that you can use on the sofa. But the sofa and that you mentioned there, that was a dog bed. Well, it was actually a sofa that was used as a
Oh,
dog
sorry.
bed.
Okay.
Just to clarify that.
Got it.
But it looked like a dog's bed because dogs had been sleeping on it. And the deal was that I said I would try and get it clean.
Sure.
And we got it clean. And you saw the photographs.
Yeah.
I've showed them to our BNI chapter many times in presentations. And it's amazing how much dirt we actually managed to extract.
Right.
Again, using alkaline and acid rinse with heat. That's the process.
Right. It does. It does. It did. It looked like a brand new piece of furniture. And, I think as people, we get used to seeing our furniture every single day. And I don't think we notice it to be dirty. Well, unless it's really disgustingly dirty. But I don't think we notice it as being dirty. So other pictures where it's just, people hanging out on their couch and coming in to just get it cleaned, you can see a huge difference, I'm sure, from start to finish.
Yeah, because there's layers of dirt and grime that you don't see, and grease from our bodies that you don't see, and the alkaline breaks that down, and the rinsing process sucks it out. I like to say it relocates the dirt.
Okay, cool. And now on furniture, are you cleaning that typically every 6 months as well, or can that go a little bit longer?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't advise cleaning furniture too often.
Okay.
Every once in a while, if you have a fabric furniture that can take a wet cleaning, I'd recommend getting it cleaned every once in a while, not necessarily every 6 months. That would potentially be too much for it.
Okay, great. Is there any specific area that you specialize in, Billy, over any other area?
Yeah, I mean, we essentially specialise in ceramic and porcelain tile and grout, primarily because there's 95% of the work that we do is ceramic and porcelain tile and grout, and also from a money-making point of view, we tend to have larger areas of that, and we tend to make more money from that. Having said that, the processes for the other hard surfaces are very similar, so the machines that I use, I have the ability to branch out and do other
Sure.
surfaces like concrete and pool decks and pavers, that kind of thing. And natural stone, we can clean natural stone. We can also do the sealing process after we've done the clearing process. But we concentrate mainly on ceramic and porcelain because 95% of what we're asked to do is ceramic and porcelain tile.
Sure, got it. Okay, perfect. Are you able to use the same machine for all the various areas that you're working with?
Yeah, I mean, if it's a couch, if it's a carpet, if it's a pool deck, if it's ceramic and porcelain tile, indoors or outdoors, it's the exact same machine.
Okay, great. Now, where is the water coming from to get from into the machine to get onto the floor itself?
What I do is, to use a residential job as an example, it could be a commercial job. I'll find the nearest source of water, a faucet, and I've got a lot of little fitments that I can use, so I can fit up almost anywhere. So I tap into the water there, and that goes directly into my machine. And then at the other side of the machine, there's a waste hose. So the machine pumps that water, usually down a toilet, because I put that hose down the bathroom toilet, and it flushes away. It's a good example of letting the customer see where the dirt's going, because you can show them it, and you can see the black water going down the toilet that's come out of the floors.
That's amazing. Yeah, great. And I know that once you get that solution down and it starts working, and then you start cleaning, it's an immediate visual for somebody to take a look at how quickly it's going on. The clean is coming.
Especially if it hasn't been done in a while. An example was just last week, I cleaned a Subway restaurant on Gun Highway, Gun and Van Dyke. That floor hadn't been done in a while. Not that it was a dirty floor, because it had been mopped on a regular basis. The place was spotless, but the floor just gathers dirt. Even if you mop every single day, it looks like your floors are clean, but it's gathering dirt because the tile itself is porous. It's not just the grout. So I went in there and made an amazing job, and you could really see the difference immediately. As I put the machine over it, you could see the clean tile underneath the dirty tile.
Got it.
Not that, as I say, that this restaurant was particularly dirty. The floors just gather so much dirt because of the high traffic.
High traffic, right. So I'm assuming then a restaurant or a busy office building really shouldn't wait 6 months. That maybe 3 is more applicable for them, depending upon the traffic.
Well, a restaurant, if it's tile and grout, yeah, I mean, every quarter, we recommend every quarter, or every 4 months, as soon as they can afford to do it. But at the very minimum, we say, well, the minimum would be 6 months, but we highly recommend every quarter for restaurants.
I got that. Okay. I know you've probably seen hundreds of floors of various degrees of dirty and and amazing clean. Has there been something in your mind that you went in and you looked at it and you said, oh man, this is going to be a difficult floor, and we're surprised how it turned out?
Yeah, I mean, most of the restaurants that we do, because of the budgeting, they haven't had them done for such a long period of
Got it.
time.
Uh-huh.
And the first restaurant that I cleaned since I moved to Florida, the floor was so dirty that the grease coming inside the machine was clogging up my filter.
Right.
There was just it hadn't been, the floors hadn't been cleaned like in 7 years.
Oh
And when
my
I looked at that, I
goodness.
thought, oh my god, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to do everything in my power to get this floor clean. And we
Right.
did, but we got the floor absolutely fantastically clean. But the problem for me with my equipment was is that there was so much grease coming through and through the machine, that it was actually clogging up the filter.
Oh, wow. Okay. And I'm sure like now they're like, oh, we're never waiting 7 years again because it looks like a brand new floor.
Yeah, I mean, it almost looked like it's the same effect as when you paint a room. If the floor hasn't been done for years, it brightens up the whole area.
Right.
Like if you paint a room, it does the same effect. So that's what it was like. The place just looked so much brighter. This
Uh-huh.
particular restaurant looked like a different place when you walked into it
Okay.
because it was so much brighter.
Excellent. Any particular kind of commercial buildings that need you? You mentioned restaurants are a great um, source for you to help them, maintain a clean floor, both for patrons and for the staff, so that no one slips and falls. Are there other types of businesses that are good types of clients for you?
Any kind of business that has tile or carpet,
Mhm.
whether it's an office or whether it's like a government building or whether it's a restaurant. High-rise buildings are good for us because I can take the equipment all the way up. So if there's anybody listening to this that's working or owns a high-rise building in the Tampa Bay area, I can get my machine right away to the top.
Oh,
So
you can. Okay,
yeah,
great. As long as there's an elevator then for you.
yeah,
So the cords don't stay in the elevator down to, say, your truck.
no,
They actually come with you, and it's all in the area in which you're
yeah.
working
The
or
machine uses
somewhere.
electricity,
Got it.
so I can take the machine out anywhere and plug it in, and I can tap into the water source. I can put the waste down the toilet. So the machine is truly a portable machine. And to get to high-rise buildings, it's one of the places that the guys who have a truck mount can't get to. My machine can get you there.
Okay. Awesome. Terrific. Um, you mentioned that you're a part of an organization called BNI, or Business Network International. Tell us a little bit about your relationship with BNI.
Yeah, BNI is a networking group. We're in the Lutz Platinum version of it. They have groups all over the world, well, chapters
Mm-hmm.
all over the world, all over America and all over Florida. I'm in the Lutz chapter, the Lutz Platinum chapter. And one of the great things about joining BNI for me was to expand my business and do networking with like-minded businesses. But I've met a lot of good friends. I've made a lot of good contacts. And over the piece, it's been a worthwhile exercise to be part of the group, and be part of the organization that helps me further my business.
Got it. Okay, great. I love BNI. I'm a part of them as well. Any other organizations that you're a part of, Billy?
No.
No? Okay. I know that you are a soccer player.
Yeah, I play soccer. I go to church. So I'm always networking. I'm not actually a member of any other organizations. Well, I'm a member of a church.
Uh-huh.
But I'm continually networking and going to events and trying to talk to people about what we do and explain to them the processes,
Uh-huh.
and trying to further my business through talking to people and explaining what we do.
That's terrific. If you're just joining us, we're speaking with Billy McKissock of Highlander Hard Surface Restoration. If you're curious about what Billy does and would like to learn a little bit more, please visit his website at HighlanderHardSurface.com. Highlander is HIGHLANDER, Highlander Hard Surface.com. Billy, on your website, is there a video or any type of thing that somebody can look at, some befores and afters, to get an idea of what to expect when you come out?
Yeah, on the website, the minute you click on the front page, you'll see a video of live footage of a floor being cleaned.
Okay,
No smoke and mirrors. It's real live footage. What we do is what you see is what you get.
got it.
There's also an explanation, a bit more detail about where we're from and what we do. And there's
Okay.
also some before and after pictures. So the website will if you want to just look at something without actually speaking to me first, have a look at the website. It will certainly give you a perspective of what we do and how we can help you.
Okay, great. And while we're chatting, I'm gonna find out if we're gonna be able to maybe take a quick look over to the website to take a look so that folks could see the maybe they can see a copy of what it looks like to get the floor done. Can we check that out, Nolan? HighlanderHardSurface.com. Okay, great. We're going to try to cue that up and see if we can pull up a video of something. It's just something that came to my mind while we were chatting.
Okay.
HighlanderHardSurface.com. Let's see if we can grab that. And there it is. And I see that, is that right there? Is that going to be the link that's going to play?
Is your home a high traffic zone?
Sorry, it was an audio embed on the site.
That's fine.
Wonder
That's
who put
fine.
that there.
I don't know. Can we play that loud, Nolan? Well, let's start it again so that folks can see what it looks like to get their floors clean right in front of their eyes. Thank you.
Is your home a high traffic zone? Are you tired of constantly mopping and cleaning your tile, trying to keep it looking new? Stop. Our superior cleaning methods and tools will get even the toughest dirt and stains out of your tile and grout. We guarantee it.
You're viewing amazing video of an actual cleaning done in real time with our patented cleaning system, considered by many to be the biggest breakthrough in tile and grout cleaning history. If you're just plain frustrated about your floor's appearance and want to enjoy having super clean floors again, call us right away for your free tile and grout cleaning demonstration.
Oh, sweet. Thanks so much, Nolan. I really appreciate that from you. Okay, great. We're back now. Thank you so much, Nolan, for bringing that up for us. And now, Billy, we got to see the actual video itself playing, and that's the machine that you're bringing into somebody's home or into their business establishment when they're doing a cleaning itself.
Yeah, what you're actually seeing in the video there is the tool that plugs into the machine. There's several different tools plug into the machine. It's like the cold face you're seeing there. That's where the work's been done. There's 1200 psi of pressure being put onto the floor there, and it's sucking out at the same time. And that's preceded by a pre-spray that's on the floor already to get to work in the dirt, the grease, and the grime. A soap, if you want to call it that.
Okay, that's great. Then I got to see on that brief 30 seconds, a floor that was very dirty, and it looked like a brand new floor once you had gone over it with your machine. It wasn't even probably like cleaned up yet. It was still in the process.
Yeah, it's amazing when you clean tile and grout floors, how much cleaner they look when you're done, because the tile itself is porous. Lots of people tend to concentrate on what's happening to the grout lines. They see black grout lines and they think that's where all the dirt is. Essentially, that's where most of it is, because if you mop your floors every single day, like I was describing with the Subway restaurant, that wasn't a dirty floor. They mopped their floors every single day. The dirt will pile up inside the troughs that are your grout lines, but people forget that the tile itself has got a level of porousness. So that's grabbing onto dirt and dulling the tile. So when you see my machine going over it, and when you look at some of the photographs on the website as well, it's showing you what happens when we clean it and suck it out and relocate the dirt down the toilet.
Got it. Okay. Wow. And that's fascinating. It was fun to watch it too. It's very, very educational. So, do you rely on testimonials or referrals from folks to help you grow your business? I mean, the video itself is an amazing testimonial. But
yeah, absolutely. I'm a member of Angie's List. We're an A-listed business on Angie's List. We're also a Super Service Award winner for 2011. So the testimonial that people on Angie's List pass for me is amazing, and that's continually growing. I'm a member of Business Networks International. That's a referral network group. So I rely on helping other businesses gain business by passing businesses back and forth, by passing work back and forth. So certainly rely on referral, word of mouth. Wherever I'm out and about, I'm always handing out business cards, letting people know we're there. I at present now have a salesperson working for me. She'll be out and about in the near future, looking to grow the commercial side of business. So word of mouth and every exercise that you can imagine, I'm trying to grow the business with.
sure. Oh, I can tell. And, for our guests, if you haven't picked up on it yet, Billy is actually from Scotland, like I said before. Tell us where you're from in Scotland.
I'm from a town called Ayr. It's spelled Ayr, but it sounds like the word air we breathe. It's a town called Ayr in the southwest of Scotland. For people who are not familiar with Scotland, it's south of Glasgow or east of Edinburgh. So I'm not too far away from Glasgow and Edinburgh, but I came to Florida in early 2011, and I've been here ever since, as we mentioned earlier, for the weather, and my blood is thin. I'm now like a Floridian.
That's great. That's great. And I know you love it down here in Tampa Bay. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Terrific. So can you tell me what the difference is really between when you're cleaning, say a driveway, because I know you're cleaning driveways for something. How is that different from power washing?
Well, power washing, if you use a traditional jet gun, you're going to leave streaks and marks. What my machine does is it cleans like in a circular action because it's a circular tool on the floor. So it cleans in big swaths as opposed to just cleaning smaller areas and leaving marks. So it leaves a much tidier job in the long run. And we can also use chemical on the concrete as well.
Mhm.
Sometimes you don't need it because it's essentially a power wash. But I'm also sucking and extracting at the same time. So the machine's doing exactly what it would do with tile and grout or carpet. It's sucking that dirt out, whereas the pressure wash doesn't. It just washes it down the street.
Washes it down the street, right? And I know you can kind of see that on some of the houses. I know in the past when I had a driveway, I did that. You got everything else all dirty as it moved down.
Yeah, absolutely. So my machine actually extracts that dirt from the floor, from the concrete floor.
Awesome, great. Now, in addition, when you're going into a restaurant or a commercial business, can you also clean the restrooms? Some of the restrooms, the tile really does need some help in a lot of establishments.
Yeah, I mean, in like a commercial restaurant, for example, the restrooms may not have been cleaned in a while. So as well as using your solution to the correct rate for the amount of dirt that's in there, I have to get down and scrub. That's something that I guess the customers like to see, but it's true. You have to get down and scrub some areas and help the chemical do its work. So you spray the chemical down, do its work, get in there and scrub. And I'm talking about restrooms in particular here.
Right.
You get in and scrub, then you put the equipment on the machine to pressure wash and extract it out. In some cases, you may need to do a little bit further scrubbing, even though you've pressure washed and extracted, and keep doing it until you get the dirt out.
Terrific. All right. Well, we're going to get ready in just a minute and go pay our bills. Thanks to Extreme Marketing Concepts. We'll be right back on All Your Business Radio and Go Mind Your Business. And we're back to Go Mind Your Business on All Your Business Radio. My name is Terry Bork, and I'm here again with Billy McKissock of Highlander Hard Surface Restoration. You can find Billy at www.highlanderhardsurface.com. And if you've had an opportunity to visit his website and see the amazing job that he does when he's cleaning your floors, whether it be in your business or in your home, you can call him at 813-520-7678. Billy, welcome back to our program.
Thank you.
Okay, great. So we're talking about cleaning dirty floors. If we can go back to some tile cleaning, why is it sometimes, that you want to put some type of treatment over the grout itself after you get it cleaned? Why isn't it just all of it clean? Okay.
Do you mean a sealer on the
Yes,
grout
a
lines?
sealer on the grout lines. Thank you.
Well, I like to kind of leave that up to the customer with my advice obviously included. What sealing your grout lines will do for you, it will stop them getting dirty as quickly, and also it will buy you time. And I like to use the example of you spill a glass of wine. If you have properly sealed grout lines and you spill a glass of wine and wipe it up straight away, chances are it's not going to stain your grout lines. But if you spill a glass of wine and leave it overnight, and you maybe have spilt it and not realised it, it can still get through and stain your grout line. So I like the customers to be aware that it doesn't mean your floors are impregnable. It means it buys you time. And over time, the sealers will wear down. So through UV light and through normal use, chemicals in your floors, etc. So I kind of leave it up to the customer, but it buys you time. Essentially, it buys you time and stops you having to clean the grout lines just as often. Also, it makes it easier for me to go back and clean it the next time if you do it on a regular basis.
Got it. Okay. Now, life happens. I'm a parent. I've had kids. We've had the accidental Kool-Aid or grape juice or something in one specific area of our carpet, and not, that doesn't warrant the whole carpet getting clean. Maybe it's been cleaned recently and it doesn't need a whole carpet. Is there a way or something that just a regular person can do to hold off until a full carpet cleaning is necessary? Is there a reason to have you come out, or is there, what's the best way to handle things like little emergencies that happen every single day?
Well, you can buy chemicals from Home Depots, etc., or Lowe's, these kind of places, but you really should get a professional to look at stains and carpets.
Okay.
Because you could be putting chemicals on there and you don't know what you're doing with them, and you could damage the carpet.
Okay.
And also, you may have left the stain go too long if you don't deal with it straight away, because if you leave it too long, it can be difficult for even a professional to get out your carpet.
Right.
So really, if you have bad spills and you're concerned about them and you want them out, you should contact a professional.
Okay, great. You just don't want to hide them with a carpet or the sofa.
Well,
Right.
that's up to the customer.
Right. Got it. I'm kidding. But okay. I just wasn't sure. I mean, so you can come out and actually do a spot treatment in a designated area just to pick up maybe the spill, or, if an animal had an accident, or pick up whatever it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, I charge accordingly for doing that. But
Right.
if you're just looking for a particular area to be cleaned, that can be done.
Excellent. Okay. Well, I wasn't even sure how you handle little emergencies that pop up in life. And,
Oh yeah, I'm here to handle little emergencies.
Okay. Awesome. Terrific. So tell us a little bit more. Is there a certain amount of time that it really takes for each room to get done based on size?
No, it depends on the floor itself. It depends how dirty the floor is,
Okay.
how much work I have to put into it. For example, using a restaurant again as an example, if I'm in the restroom, that small restroom in some cases will take me longer than the front area.
Okay.
Doing the restrooms can take longer than themselves because they're smaller, they're tighter, and they tend to be a whole lot dirtier. So it really actually depends on the level of dirt and grime that's on those floors that needs to be taken out.
Got it. Okay, great. Now, if it's a really old tile, sometimes those really old tiles are really, really small. Does that matter, or versus the bigger tile in how effective a cleaning can be?
Well, your cleaning can be as effective in small tile or big tile, either or. It's a little bit more difficult for a professional to get the small tiles cleaned, especially if they haven't been done for a while, because there's a lot of little grout lines that you have to get in there and scrub. But I'm happy to do so. I'm happy to scrub as well as let the machine do its work.
Right. Right. Oh, I know you do a beautiful job. I've seen lots of lavatories that you've cleaned through BNI presentations, and it amazes me on how brand new looking they actually are from when you walk in to when you're actually walking out.
Yeah, I mean, I've been to quite a few customers who are thinking they needed a new floor, and I've said, let me have a go at cleaning them and see what you think afterwards. As I say, there's that brightening effect. I was at a customer just on Friday who was thinking of getting a new floor.
Right.
And during my initial visit to survey the job, I explained to her that the floor's in good condition. It probably just needs a good clean.
Sure.
And then you may have a different view of that floor. I think she was getting tired looking at it, and because the actual tile itself was dull and dirty, but when I cleaned it, she was over the moon with it. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, how do you know then, as a business or a homeowner, when it's time to replace the floor versus cleaning the floor?
Well, from a tile example, the grout may be badly damaged, but that can be replacing the grout. The tile itself may be chipped or cracked, so you may need to replace it because of the damage to it. And in some cases, if it's so badly damaged, to put a machine like mine that uses high pressure on it, that can damage it even further. So that's one of the things that I look for when I do a survey of a job before I do it. You're looking for any damage, and you want to highlight to the customer to make sure that your customer knows what's going to happen to the floor and the potential what can happen to the floor. So in some cases, if it's so badly damaged or cracked, it may be time to replace.
Got it.
And if that's the case, I can always recommend somebody to replace your floors through my BNI networking contacts.
Okay, great. Cool. So you're saying it's going to take a couple hours for the carpet to dry, and grout could be instantly dry?
No, the grout, I would recommend that the grout will be dry with the next day, but you can use the floor more or less as normal. If people have rugs on a tile floor, I tell them not to put that down until the next day because there'll still be moisture coming up out the floor at that point. Carpet, we advise 48 hours for drying, but I like to say just wait 24 hours before you start using the floor as normal. Most customers have told me it was dry much quicker than that, dry within the 8-hour period, But just to be on the safe side, if you're going to spend money in looking after your floors, you may as well take the time just to allow the floor to dry completely.
Okay. Can we dispel some myths, or maybe they're truths? I'm not sure.
Okay.
I've often heard that once you have your carpet cleaned, that you need to have the air conditioner on in your home and the fans going in the house to help it dry faster. Is that correct?
Yeah, that helps. Actually,
Okay.
in the carpet cleaning business, it's essential to get the floors as dry as quickly as you can.
Okay.
So having air conditioner on and fans helps
Okay.
the process from drying, because as a carpet cleaner, you want that carpet to dry as quickly as possible.
Got it. Okay, so it's really not a myth. That's a truth.
No, yeah, you should look for your carpets to get them dry as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Some carpet cleaners may use air movers that let the blow air on a particular room. Like you clean a room, you put the air mover in to help dry it, and then keep doing that as you move through the rooms.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that can help with the drying process, and it's recommended to have the carpet dry as quickly as possible.
Okay, got it. Now, when the carpet does get dirty and you're actually doing the cleaning, you're not just cleaning the surface dirt, right? You're actually getting what's dirt all the way down into the what is it? The nap of the carpet? Is that what it's called?
Well,
Into the fibers.
yeah, you're not going to get to the under the base of the carpet, but you're going to get right away down into the fibers of the carpet itself. The bit you can see,
Uh-huh.
you're going to get all the way down into that, because the solution, you spray it down and you'll use like a rake to rake it into the carpet, and then
Got
you'll
it.
use low pressure
Uh-huh.
to rinse and extract. And that's essentially what it does. It sucks all that dirt right out.
Got it. Okay. Why is it sometimes I've noticed when the tile gets cleaner, after it's clean, it looks like it's still getting cleaner. Like the next day, it looks brighter and brighter, even though you're not standing there doing anything.
In
to
some
it.
cases, from tile, that'll be the grout lines drying out, because if you wet a grout line, usually, well, depending on what colour it is, it'll turn darker. And if it's like a white or an off-white colour, it's going to take a few hours to dry and dry and dry. And as it dries, the floor will get even brighter. The example I had on Friday of that job where the woman was thinking of replacing her floors, she got them cleaned, and she said, "Wow, my floors look fantastic." And I explained to her that it'll look even better over the next few hours, because as the grout dries, that brightens up as well. So the whole floor gets even brighter than when she first saw it in its new state.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's wicked cool. Okay. Terrific. How about for those of us who wash a tile floor on a consistent basis, maybe it's in your kitchen or in your bathroom, whether it be in a restaurant or in your home, what's the best type of cleaning to do as from the day-to-day moppings that we're doing on a day-to-day basis?
Unless you have a professional machine, you need to suck the dirt out.
Mhm.
And that's where professionals come in, because we can actually extract the dirt. If you're mopping and whatever cleaning process you're using, even if you're scrubbing, you can keep your floors clean, but there's still going to be an element of dirt that will stay on the floor, because you have to extract it out.
Right. Okay, but for day-to-day, is it okay to just use water? Do you need some soap in there, or vinegar, or should you be using like for day-to-day cleaning, some type of soap?
Yeah, use your normal floor cleaners that you would
Okay.
get from Walmart or Home Depot or whatever. Use that in your floors.
Okay.
It's not going to harm them. It's going to help
Okay.
with the cleaning process. But eventually, even if you clean your floors every single day,
Oh, of course, yeah.
they'll still gather dirt because of the porousness of them.
Okay, great. And then just come in every half a year, twice a year, and do a really thorough cleaning on your floors so that you maintain health in your home.
That's what we recommend if you're a residential customer. If you've got like a restaurant, which is really high traffic, we recommend every quarter.
Got it. Okay, great. We're talking with Billy McKissock of Highlander Hard Surface Restoration. You can reach Billy at 813-520-7678. So, Billy, tell us more about the areas that you like to operate your business in.
Well, we clean ceramic and porcelain.
Mhm.
Primarily, we clean stone. We do lots of different hard surfaces, concrete pool decks. I like to concentrate on restaurants and businesses with hard surfaces or carpet. That's my main area where I'm looking to expand my business. Really on a commercial side. So your restaurants or your commercial buildings, whether they've got tile or carpet, I'm happy to come in and clean it.
Got it. Okay. And any particular area that you like to work in, whether Tampa or Lutz or anything?
Oh, sorry, I misunderstood the
No,
question.
you're okay. I'll
Sorry.
get there. We'll get there.
Well, I'm based in Lutz, so obviously the closer to home, the less fuel cost, the less travelling time.
Sure.
But having said that, as I say, last week I was down in Riverview. I was over in Clearwater the week before. I've been in St. Petersburg many times. I'm all over the place. I'm going down to Carrollwood tomorrow.
Right.
So Yeah, as long as it's within the Tampa Bay area. I'm licensed in Hillsborough County,
Got it.
so that allows me to work in the counties surrounding me, as Pinellas County, for example,
Okay,
or Pasco County to the north.
great. And I know that you said that you're an Angie certified partner or a certified business.
Yeah,
For 2 years?
Yeah, I'm an advertising business in Angie's List, and through the reports that my customers have posted about my business, I'm an A-rated business in Angie's List. Every single report I've received has been an A report, and which is the highest rating you can get. And I'm also a Super Service Award winner for 2011, and which I'm quite proud of as a small business owner, because I'd only been in business like 9 months,
Right.
and I was able to get to that category and receive that award from Angie's List customers.
That's terrific. So, Billy, what's the process? You know, somebody calls you up and says, "Hey, Billy, I'd like to have you come out and do my floors." Do you give them an estimate on the phone? Do you go to the location and scope it out first? How does that actually work?
Yeah, I mean, if I receive a phone call from a customer, my initial reaction is, what do you have? What you're looking for? What's your time scale for having it done? And then what I like to do is set up an appointment to go and see the job first of all, because that way I can go and look at what I'm getting into, because there may be damage to the floors, etc.
Sure.
Then I can advise the customer accordingly what I, in my professional opinion, see has been needed to the floor. And then at that point, I measure up and I give them a number to let them know what the cost is. And if they're happy to have that, if they're happy with that cost, I can then schedule an appointment to have the floors done. Or what I can do then, I can then email them the cost that night. That's what I'll do at the end of each day. I'll email them a detailed costing, and then let them make up their minds.
Sure.
But initially, I like to go and see the job first of all.
Got it.
And I very rarely give a price over the phone, because, as I say, there could be a lot more work on the floor, and you have to really see it. Occasionally, I have done it for small jobs, but I don't like giving prices out over the
Sure.
phone.
Right. Well, that's like saying, "Hey, I'd like to buy a new car," and someone says, "Great, would you like a Ford or a Mercedes?" You know, it's two totally
Yeah.
different types of cars, so it's really hard to know price.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Got that. Okay, great. How else do you advertise your business?
I advertise in Angie's List. I've got a big white van that's got Highlander written all over it.
Yes, I know it's a
Um,
beautiful van.
I'm always networking. I'm always out and about, handing out business cards. I now have a salesperson working for me. She's going to be chasing after more commercial work. So I could probably do more advertising. I've advertised in some of the local magazines, etc., without success. I find Angie's List and working in BNI, they're very successful for me. And now, as I say, having a salesperson work for me, hopefully that's the next step I need to grow my business to that next level.
Okay, great. Terrific. Again, we're speaking with Billy McKissock of Highlander Hard Surface Restoration, and you can look at some of his amazing transformations on his website at highlanderhardsurface.com. So, Billy, tell us a little bit about things that, I mean, you know, just being from Scotland, I know that you love to play soccer, or your version of football. And down here in the States. How do we compare with some of those Scottish people just to change course?
I like to play football. That's the game you kick the ball with your feet. I play for Tampa Bay. Well, I play within Tampa Bay club sports setup. I play 11 aside on a Sunday and 7 aside on a Tuesday.
Right.
So I like to keep fit and healthy. I always have done. My entire life I've played football. You guys call it soccer. I've played lots of other sports, so I'm always looking for anything sporty.
I got that. Okay, great. You know, is there anything else about the, you know, cleaning a floor? I know sometimes I'm in hotels and they have carpeting on their floors, but it's really greasy or looks like it's weighed down heavily on a really dirty type of carpet. Would that be something that, you know, is workable to clean?
Yeah, I mean, we can get it clean, but where there's certain wear and tear on a carpet, there's nothing we can do about that. I mean, if a carpet's so badly trodden, it's potentially needing replaced. In some cases, cleaning it will make it look better to get some more length out of the carpet.
I got it. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, where there's heavy traffic, we have the tools and the chemicals to get that dirt out and make the carpet look good again. But if there's particular wear and tear there, there's not a lot we can do about that if it's been worn down just by feet traffic.
Sure, I got that. Okay, great. Is there anything else that, you know, we haven't chatted about that you'd love to chat about and share with folk on, you know, what makes getting your hard surfaces clean?
Well, one of the good aspects of employing my company to do work for you at the moment, I say at the moment because I'm trying to grow my business to a higher level. At the moment, I clean the floors myself, so I take that that personal attention to floors. And lots of my customers have commented on that some of my competitors who've been there before don't have that same attention to detail that I have.
Right.
And that's me taking pride in what I do, because it is my own business.
Sure.
And as I bring people in to help me, I try and instill that in them as well. So eventually, if I take my hands off the tools and start running the business from my side, I'll be having people trained in there to the same freakishly cleanish nature
Right.
that I like to implement in people's floors.
Terrific. Okay, I got that. Cool beans. Great. Anything else that you'd like to add?
I like to work with customers. So if you ever call me for a visit, hopefully you'll find me very friendly and very approachable. I'm always willing to work with my customers on a time scale of when they want the work done. I can come along in the afternoon, the morning. I can even come along at weekends or evenings. Obviously, if I'm doing commercial work, I do a lot of that in the evenings. So I'm very flexible. I like to work 9 to 5, but at the same difference, I will work with my customers if they need me at the evenings, if they need me at the weekends or later in the afternoons. I'm always there, and I believe in good customer service. So part of that is it's not just delivering the service; it's working with your customers to deliver the service to them when they need it.
Got it. Okay, great. Now, I do have a question on lanai cleaning specifically, and whether that's pool deck lanai or regular lanais. Some of our pool decks down here are painted because of it helps keep the decking cooler when you're outside in the hot Florida sun. Does it still, having the lanai cleaned through your process, it'll still leave that coating on top of the hard deck?
Yeah, more or less, because what you're describing there, it usually be a concrete stain. It's not an actual paint. So yeah, you can clean it with my professional tools. Some cases you'll see wear where I've cleaned it, but that's just wear. You'll clean the dirt off, and then you'll see some of the wear where it may need to be touched up later. But essentially, yeah, where concrete, that's the kind that you're talking about, has been stained, usually white for the coolness. Yeah, we can clean that professionally.
Okay,
No
great.
problems. If it's actually been painted, that's a different matter, because the process can tear the paint up.
Sure. Okay. But a regular pool deck that's just got cool deck coating on top of it, you're pretty much good to go.
Yeah, absolutely. We do hundreds of them.
Okay, great. Okay. And then the same thing, I guess, would apply to the actual pool surface. It's amazing to me that we can get those areas so dirty, even though we're playing by water and we're outside. You know, you get the dirt from, I guess, just the air.
Yeah, well, it's feet traffic. So your feet will bring dirt from everywhere. And especially if you're walking around in bare feet, there's a lot of grease that comes off your feet. So your pool deck will actually stay clean if you have like pool shoes and wear them around the pool deck. That's one way of keeping some of the dirt off. But yeah, I mean, essentially those white coloured types of concrete pool decks that have been stained, we do hundreds of them, and we can get them really clean. They look fantastic once I've done my work on them.
I've seen, like I said, I've seen pictures, and I know that they are beautiful, and that I recommend you highly, anybody who's looking for having any type of carpet or pool deck, lanai, driveway, or tile and grout clean. I absolutely highly recommend your service. And you can get that service simply by calling Billy McKissock at 813-520-7678. So my name is Terry Bork, and I'm with Extreme Marketing Concepts, and we help put businesses, customers who are looking for your business in front of them immediately online through various search engine optimization techniques, through social media, and through reputation marketing. So if you want greater exposure for your business, give us a call at 813-863-1452. My special guest today has been Billy McKissock with Highlander Hard Surface Restoration. One last time, you can reach Billy at 813-520-7678, or by checking out his website by going to HighlanderHardSurface.com. I know he'll come out, he'll take great care of you, and do a wonderful job for you. My name is Terry Bork. One more time, I thank you for listening to our program today. Thank you very much, Billy, for joining me. It was wonderful having you.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
Yeah, you're very, very welcome. You all been listening to Go Mind Your Business on allofyourbusinessradio.com. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week. Have a great day.
Thank you for listening to Go Mind Your Business with Terry Bork, presented by Extreme Marketing Concepts. If you want to drive more traffic, dominate the market, and crush your competition, find out how by visiting our website, www.extrememarketingconcepts.com. And join Terry next time for another episode of Go Mind Your Business.